Imagine this. You're cycling to work, enjoying the fresh air, when suddenly a car whizzes by making you jump. Now, picture a world where those cars are moving slower, making your ride safer and more enjoyable. Sounds appealing, right? Well, research suggests that's exactly what we could achieve by lowering speed limits in residential areas. According to a recent study, reducing speed limits from 50 kilometers per hour to 30 kilometers per hour could significantly protect cyclists and reduce stress without causing major traffic delays for drivers. Researchers from RMIT University meticulously assessed traffic stress levels across Melbourne, modeling the impact of lower speed limits on both cyclists and car travel. The results? Pretty compelling. The study's lead researcher, Dr. Afshin Jafari, found that dropping the speed limit to 30 kilometers per hour in residential zones doubled the amount of bike travel on low-stress streets. This creates a safer environment, particularly for children and less confident cyclists. Slowing traffic makes bicycle riding less stressful, encouraging more people to choose bikes as a safe and viable mode of transport, Jafari explained. Many existing bike routes, often narrow paths on roads with 60 kilometers per hour speed limits, are already highly stressful. This is a major deterrent for potential cyclists. But here's where it gets interesting. The study also revealed that car travel would be barely affected by the 30 kilometers per hour limit. This is because the reduced speed limits would primarily apply to local streets, not the major roads designed for high-speed traffic flow. This research comes at a crucial time as Victoria implements new legislation allowing councils to propose 30 kilometers per hour limits in school zones and local streets. However, the director of the Institute for Sensible Transport, Dr. Elliot Fishman, points out that cycling rates in Australia remain low, around 2% of work trips, with little change in the last 2 decades, despite government ambitions. And this is the part most people miss. Many short trips, under 5 kilometers, currently made by car, are perfectly suited for cycling. In Greater Sydney, over 6 million trips, shorter than 5 kilometers, are driven daily, with over 2 million being under 2 kilometers. In Melbourne, over half of non-work trips are within a bikeable distance of 5 kilometers. The main reason people are choosing to make those trips by car rather than cycling is that they don't feel safe riding a bike. Dr. Fishman emphasizes, lowering speed limits, he argues, saves lives and is a key factor in countries like the Netherlands, where 28% of all trips are by bike. Consider this. If you're hit by a car going 50 kilometers per hour, you have only a 1.5 in 10% chance of survival. At 30 kilometers per hour, your survival odds jump to 9 in 10. But simply putting up a 30 kilometer per hour sign isn't enough. Dr. Fishman stresses the need for design changes to physically slow down traffic. He highlights the effectiveness of modal filters, which use traffic management tools and landscaping to discourage shortcuts through residential streets, improving safety and boosting cycling rates. Controversy alert. With transport expected to surpass electricity as Australia's largest emitting sector by 2030, and the only sector where emissions are increasing, the push for active travel like cycling and walking is more important than ever. The government's transport roadmap prioritizes this shift. So what do you think? Is reducing speed limits the right move to encourage cycling and create safer streets? Do you agree with the emphasis on infrastructure changes alongside speed limit adjustments? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start a conversation.